Hi there, this is Ankit back again with another video. So first of all, welcome all of you in my channel KN Technology. So without wasting our time, let us start our today's session. So in the last video, I was working on cancellation part of ticket, in which there was an error. First, let me show you the error. Okay. Yes. So in this you can see there is error like you can see the keyword here is and the curly braces that is visible in the navigation bar. So it should not be visible here actually, but it is visible. So we need to remove this error, as well as one of the error is in the this email ID. That is, when you click on the drop down button, the logout option will not visible. So first we will solve this. So for this, come to PHP section. Okay, here follow me on line number 66. Here you need to add another attribute in the anchor tag, that is data toggle. And value will be drop down. This is for that option that will be visible after clicking on that email ID. Okay, so save it and see the changes first. So as you can see now on the screen, on clicking on the email ID, we can see there is a drop down with the logout option is visible. So that's it. The second error was inside okay, here just open PHP tag and save it. So here you go, all the errors are now solved completely, and the requirement of visibility is as good as our choice. So moving to the next section. Now I will provide a PHP script for cancelling the ticket. When any user provide the ticket number and click on the cancel ticket button, then the corresponding ticket will be cancelled, and there will be alert message in the bottom of the screen showing the ticket is cancelled. So for this, come to Solar Text Editor, and we will provide some PHP script as well as the bootstrap code along with HTML and CSS. For this, come to the bottom line of the cancellation file and provide some PHP script. Here there will be a form tag with the method attribute having the value post, and now this form tag will be closed at the end of the div tag, that is on line number 133. Okay, now for the input type number, okay, there is already a name attribute here with the value ticket number. This is for collecting a ticket number from the user in our PHP post variable. In the same way, we will collect the button clicking information through the name attribute having the value submit. So they are the good. Okay, Now we will open PHP tag and close this tag, and now in between the opening and closing of PHP tag we will write some code. Post variable will be cancel ticket. Okay, change this name to cancel ticket. It would be more convenient for the further uses. Cancel ticket. Now provide this variable inside a post variable. Provide this value to the post variable. So I am copying and pasting it inside post variable. Okay, if it is so, then we will have a PHP variable j with the value initialized to 0 and another ticket number is a PHP variable that will store the ticket number coming from the input type provided by the user. Post ticket number. So this is it. Now we will add some other PHP variable as a seat number and make it as an array so that we can store seat number and also bus name. So after this, create a variable cancel passenger ticket query. Okay, and we will store SQL query inside this variable. So we will write first SQL query delete from passenger detail. Where ticket number is equal to $ticket number. So after this we will fire this query using MySQL query method and store inside another PHP variable, that is cancel passenger ticket query result. And fire this query using MySQL query method, which takes two parameter. As you know that one parameter is connection variable and another parameter is the SQL query, that is cancel passenger ticket. So after this, okay, now if this gives true, if cancel passenger ticket query result gives true value or 1, then we will have another PHP variable fetch seat number query. And we store SQL query to fill the different seat number which is inside a ticket number provided by the user. So we will store this query inside our fetch seat number query variable, and the query is select seat number comma bus name from bus seats. Here seat number and bus seats are the column of bus seat table. So it should be clear to you. And after that we will have where clause followed by the ticket number, which is also a column itself, pointing to a ticket number coming from user, that is $ticket number. Now fire this query using same concept, that is MySQLi query method, and store the result into fetch seat number query result PHP variable. Now if this variable returns true, then we will have while loop Now here we will store our seat number coming from database to insert our seat number PHP variable that is already assigned on line number 143, as you can see. Actually, since it is array, so we need to provide an open a square bracket and close a square bracket after the PHP variable. Row seat number. Now we will store the total seat number coming from the database into a total seat PHP variable using the count method, which accepts a parameter as a seat number. Actually, what it does is it stores the value that is coming from count method of PHP, which in turn takes a parameter as a value coming from the seat number. Okay. So this is it for this video, and we will continue the rest of the same in the next video onwards, because time is already up to the mark and we can't continue this video from now. So thank you, see you in next video. stay tuned with us, and please like, subscribe and share my channel and hit the bell icons for the latest videos. So thank you. See you in next video.